We are live for a moment. Hello and a very good evening to the physical, mental and emotional well-being series organized by MNET. MNET has put together a series of workshops for teachers and educators by leading experts in the field as part of ELT to explore some of the core competencies using innovative tools and techniques. This series of workshops pertains to the well-being of the teacher. Sometimes teaching can be emotionally taxing job that throws many different tantrums. The change has come with new challenges. The situation today is more stressful. As a teacher, we often focus on the physical, emotional, mental well-being of the children who are under our care. But do we really care about our own self? Self-care includes taking care of our mental, physical, and emotional health and well-being for a perfect balance in life. Well-being is the experience of health, happiness, and prosperity. Self-care begins with self-awareness. So let's regenerate, reconnect, recognize ourselves with MNET. Give yourself the time that you require. My warm welcome to the speaker of the day, Srimati Shirin Kulkarni, and all the educators who have gathered from different parts of India and different corners of the world. Your participation ignites and motivates us to push for better planning. And what binds us is the passion, a common passion to be effective teachers, educators, and research scholars who constantly try to upgrade themselves as language teachers. And moreover, it's great to have a fraternity of teachers in India and abroad who are always ready to collaborate and share the ideas, experiences, knowledge, and best expertise to help this community of practice. I thank the speaker of the day, Srimati Shireen Kulkarni, who, who has given her time in this for this workshop. Now, her topic is Know Yourself. Do you sometimes wonder about yourself? Yes, participants. Do you feel that you bother about yourself anytime? Do you observe your thoughts? It all affects your personality and your teaching in a great manner. For your students, you are their role model. As a role model, it becomes immensely crucial to understand what you are as a person. We all have strengths and non-strengths. Let's understand them from a psychological perspective from uh, Srimati Kulkarni, Shireen Kulkarni. Let's know something more about her. Srimati Shireen Kulkarni is a research director and co-founder of Council of Creative Education, CCE, Finland. She is an entrepreneur, researcher, and teacher trainer par excellence, and a fantastic writer in the field of creativity in education and educational psychology, an expert in curriculum development and training. She has developed all the training modules at CCE from scratch and trained over 12,000 teachers on the whole. With her solid expertise in pedagogy and creative education, she has trained teachers and principals to develop their school learning environment using creative methods based on the Finnish education system, known to be the best in the world. This unique approach has been appreciated by educators worldwide. And Shireen ma'am is currently one of the key researchers who have conducted a comparative study of the Indian education system and the Finnish education system. Her total research experience in the field of psychology and education is contextually diverse and spans over 18 years. Till date, she has authored numerous articles and book chapters published on creativity and education in various international newspapers, journals, ebooks, and paper books. As an international speaker and trainer, ma'am has delivered talks on creativity in education, nurturing creativity as a life skill, comparative studies and education system, teacher education, Indology, that is Indian studies, Panchtantra narrative learning approach, Vedic education system, ancient Indian education in countries like Finland, Denmark, USA, UK, Kirako, Israel. She's the winner of the Golden Women Award 2015 in the Science and Innovation category, and also a recipient of University of Tampere Foundation.
Renu ma'am, you are
We're
mute.
very honored.
Yeah, you are now. Now you are audible. Yes.
By your presence. So I request you to please take the floor.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Renu ma'am, for this warm welcome. And thanks for inviting me on this very active forum, I would say, of MNET. And you have given me this wonderful opportunity to share this dais, I would say online dais, with all of you here. And thanks to the technology that we all are sitting in different corners of the world and talking together. This is really amazing. So I'm really happy to be here. I was on some other forums also for teachers, and I can see some familiar faces here. So I'm really happy to reconnect with all of you once again. And I'm pretty sure that you will listen something different today from me. Because as Renu ma'am was introducing me, she told me that I am working in the field of creativity since many years now. So I mostly talk about creativity and creative education in at different forums and in different conferences. But this topic, which is very much close to my heart, because basically I am a psychologist. So I have done my master's in psychology, and so this topic is something that is really crucial at the moment, given the pandemic that we had been through, and still we are struggling with it. So I thought that why don't we discuss about few techniques that might help you, and in long run it will help your students also, because once you learn it you will definitely demonstrate it to the students, and the students will be greatly benefited by this. So let's begin with a small activity, and I would like you all to type your name into the chat box with an adjective. Okay. So, for example, if my name is Shirin, I will type smiling Shirin, something like that. Okay. So I would like you to type your name with an adjective. So please begin with this, because now you know so much about me, so I would also like to know who is there listening to me. So please type your name with an adjective. So I'm getting some responses here. Very nice to see. Active Anaga, smart Shobha, dear Deepika, noble Nasreen. Wow, so nice. Uh-huh. Okay. Talented Tanveer, great. I can see people are typing. Yes. Yes, by the time you are typing, I will also share my screen. So those who haven't wrote here, please do so. And by that time, I will share my screen. Great. So I am still getting the responses, but considering the time constraint, we will just move further. So I'm really thankful those who have joined me here today. So this is the website of our organization. If you would like to know more about it, kindly visit it so that you can see what we do in the field of creativity and in the field of creative education. You all are warmly welcome to Finland. Currently it is 6 degrees here, so our winter is about to begin. but compared to the standard winter in Finland, this is really really mild. So we will not even call it as a winter, because we go up to minus 35 degrees. So I guess plus 6 is a pretty warm temperature. So now let's do one activity, all of you. So I would like to request you to get a paper and pen, or paper and pencil, or if you have a notebook with you, kindly use that. There is a nice activity that we want to do. So you have to, on this paper or in your notebook, you have to draw this kind of a hollow figure, a human figure which more resembles yourself. So this is just an example, but you can draw something else in some other way, whatever way you feel like. So just draw this figure first, and then I will give you the next instructions. So once you are done drawing this figure, I will give you the next instruction. Once you draw it, just put yes in the chat box, okay, so that I know that you have typed it there. Is the instruction clear to everybody? And one more thing I would like to tell you is that whenever you feel like you want to ask a question or put a comment, please feel free to do so. You need not wait till the end of the session, okay? Yes, so I can see one yes from Deepika ma'am. Tanveer, yes, great. Okay, I can still give you about 3 minutes to draw this, but we have to do something else also with that. So don't think much. It is not about your drawing skills. It's just that you have to make this kind of figure. Okay, so far so good. 4 people have drawn it. Now fifth. 6, 7, great. 8. Okay, so I guess when other people are still drawing, I can just start explaining the further instructions. So now the next thing you will do is that you will write your attributes within this figure, like whatever attributes you think you have, that is your strengths. Like you are good at drawing, you are an avid reader, you are a good painter, you are a good cook, you are a good teacher, you are a good orator. So anything that you feel are your strengths, please put it there. And there is nothing like I don't have these abilities. You have lots of abilities. If not this, you have something else. So please feel very confident and put your strengths there. And for this also, I will give you 3 more minutes. If you want, just close your eyes and try to think about your attributes. Okay. And then start putting those attributes there. If anyone would like to show me the figure, please feel free. I guess you can raise your hand and then Renu ma'am can make you visible. Am I right, Renu ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Two minutes to go. Okay, 1 last minute to go. I'm just trying to create some thrill. Yes, now I guess most of you must have finished it. Am I right? If you have finished it, please type yes into the chat box. Okay, I'm getting some yeses there. Okay, great. So, most of you have done it. Next thing, what we do is that I would like you to think about the attributes that you would like to get within you. And you can write those attributes outside this figure, near to it, but outside this figure. Am I clear? And for that, we have 1 minute.
So we have to think who this person is when
No,
we
no,
get
no.
that attribute.
I said that this is you. So you have to draw your own figure like this hollow figure. You have to put your attributes first there that you already have, your qualities that you have to put it inside. Now I'm telling you that some of us, and I think all of us, have the, we are yearning for some other qualities. We think that I wish I had that quality. When we see some other person and we say that, if we see a good presenter and we think that, okay, I would like to present like him or her. So then that is something that I'm looking for. So those qualities I asked to write uh, outside this figure, which you have drawn in your uh, paper or in your notebook. Is it clear now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. When you are done with it, you can put yes again into the chat box, so that I know that you are done with it, because there are some other things that we need to do with this activity in the end of the session. So it is important that all of you do it. Okay, I can see a thumbs up. Yes. And also a yes. Okay, I got it from Yogita Patil ma'am, Shreya Raj sir, Lorna D'Souza. Very good. Thank you for actively participating. From Nazreen, from Anagha, More ma'am. Nishat ma'am, Tanveer sir.
Tanveer is
Ma'am. This is a quite confusing name for me.
Thank you, ma'am. She's always talented.
Sorry. Yeah, Shobha. Okay, great. So I can see many of you have done this. Great. Okay, so just we will move a little forward. But those of you who haven't completed it, please complete it during during our session, and then we will do something about it in the end. Okay, then I will explain you more that why we did this activity and why it is important. Okay, so moving forward, we have always listened to this kind of argument that stop thinking about others, think about yourself, be yourself. But do you think that it is really easy to be yourself? Can you think of the situations where you really felt that you wanted to say something but you couldn't? You really wanted to express yourself but you couldn't. So what are the hindrances actually? What kind of hindrances we have there? Yes, there is a problem. Yes. So and are these hurdles outside or inside? So let's make a list of it. You know, did you get that? I think you will agree with me that in some situations we really can't express ourselves, though we know that we are right. We want to express ourselves. I want to say something in that situation. I would like to express my opinion, but then you can't really do anything about it. So please, we will just make a list, and for that I request you to go to this menti.com. So you have to type in your browser www.menti.com. Once you go there, I will also show you the code for it. Okay, just a moment. We will just stop sharing here. Okay, so I will just share it once more. Can you see the menti.com now? And you can put this code to join it, 2699365. Renu ma'am, will you please just paste this code into this our chat box? 2699365. So you just need to go to menti.com. It will ask you a code, and then you can put this code there. Is there any problem in joining, or could you join, all of you? Because I can't see. Yeah, now I can say one. Okay, what are the hurdles? Okay, shyness. Yes. Bullying. Yes. Family problem. Opportunity. Execution. Okay. Do you know the feature of menti.com that the problem which is or the point which is repeated there again and again, it gets bigger and bigger. The font gets bigger and bigger. So I guess family problem is, I guess, it's most mentioned till now. And also opportunity. Yes. Low self-esteem. Yes, that is another one. Lack of confidence. Yes. Please feel free to share it because this is totally anonymous. Nobody knows who is writing what. Fear, the surrounding. Yes, stress, self doubt. Self doubt. Fear, low self esteem. Politics. Yeah, we know politics at workplaces, politics at home, politics among our relatives, friends, everywhere it can happen. Confused. Okay. Not accepted. Yes. So if the other people don't accept you, then that's the problem. Or you might have the fear that whatever I say might not get accepted there. Okay, so far 13 people have answered this. We can wait for one more minute because I would like to know what are the hurdles that you think about being yourself so that we can try to find out some techniques to overcome these things. Collaborative. What do you mean by this? Okay, so now the lack of confidence has become a bigger factor. Family concerns. Yes. Great. So this is like we can see that this is our list, of these hurdles that we think are blocking us from being ourselves. So if we want to understand which are like the, I think I need to again stop and share because this is not going ahead. So I'll just stop and again share it. Okay, so this is the next question in continuation with that. So now we have made a list of the hurdles. So now please think which hurdles are within you and which are from outside. So can we divide these hurdles into inside and outside hurdles? Do you think that some things are within me and some things are because of the surroundings? So many of you mentioned family problems, surroundings, politics, lack of self-confidence. So please divide it into inside and outside hurdles. So you can write, like, for example, inside, and then you can mention your points there. It will help you understand like what problems are lying within and what are lying around outside you. You have to just continue with the same menti.com, but you just maybe need to push the button like next question or next slide, and then you get to see this question. Is there any difficulty in seeing this question? Please let me know. Okay, now I can see some answers coming in. Fear, lack of confidence, self-doubt, inside, politics, environment, outside. Very well said. Inside, lack of confidence, shyness, fear; outside, politics, bullying, family problems. Okay, very well said. Politics out, not accepted; inside. So that is the fear that we have. Within, fear; outside, lack of confidence. Okay. Inside, fear; outside, politics. Okay. Okay. Politics. And I tell you, this politics thing is everywhere in all kinds of sectors. We can see all these problems are there for everybody. So we will just try to see how they bother us and then how we can overcome these problems. But I'm really happy that you're expressing yourselves, which is the first step. Are you by chance typing in the chat box? If I'm because I can't see it. Yeah, inside fear, outside politics. Okay, so I guess most of you are getting clear about what is the inside fear, things, and what are hurdles and what are the outside hurdles. Now let us go back. Like, what happens? Why these hurdles are there, and what we can do with them. So inside, shyness and lack of confidence; outside, politics, fear is within my own thoughts and emotions; pressure of the outside world is the outer form which can suppress you or even tear you apart. Very well said. Yes, it can tear you apart. People go into depression, anxiety attack, panic attacks. Everything can be caused because of the pressure. I think you listen in the very first presentation in the series about the stress. So I was also listening to it. It was a very wonderful presentation. This is, yeah, great. So we'll just continue to our. If you are putting any questions there, I will also go through that. Okay, just stop sharing for a moment and let me see if there are any questions up till now. Mm-hmm. Okay, not yet. Okay, so let's move further. So we just made a list of the hindrances. So whatever the hindrances we have seen there, we have already made a list that which are inside and which are outside. So what is happening, like when we are talking about our personality, how our personality is created? So it is very much related to the Bahirman and Antarman. Yesterday you listened to the talk about the conscious mind and subconscious mind. So I will not take you through those points again, but I will take you to a next level, and then where we will where we will talk mainly about the swapratima or self image and how this self image is formed. So this self image is formed with the help of the self talk. So whatever self talk we do, it leads to the formation of self image. Suppose one morning you are very disturbed and you say that I am really, worth for nothing. I can't do anything in my life. All these people are against me. I really don't know what to do. I'm confused. If you say these words to yourself, then it goes from your bahirman to antarman, so outer mind to inner mind. And your inner mind doesn't understand whether it is good or bad. It just understand that if you are saying these words again and again, then these are important words for you, these are important feelings for you. So the antarman, the inner mind, always wants you to be happy, so and you to be satisfied, and it will always crave for the things that you are rehearsing again and again, you are talking to yourself again and again. And so it will try to get you into such situations where you will feel all these things, the sadness, the grief, the depression. So though you are saying that I don't want this, or even if you say that okay, I'm good for nothing, so actually you are looking for some motivation, right? You are looking for some kind of a sense of success that you want to get, but then instead of that you will be in such situation where the opposite things will happen that you don't want. So that's why the self talk is very, very crucial. Developing a positive self talk is very important. Now consider you are talking to your students and about this. So if you tell them these things, that when they are preparing for the exams, when they are preparing for a presentation, then they need to build this kind of positive self talk instead of self doubt. Okay, because that also we saw as a hindrance of being yourself. So let's understand step by step about this self talk. Okay. So developing a positive self talk. So step one is understand your current self talk and categorize it. So I would like you to think about the self talk that you make often. Whatever you are talking to yourself, and then you can categorize it. Now here are four categories, so I'm putting these four categories in front of you. I will explain it to you, and then you just mention in your notebook that where is your self talk. And it is not also I'm just asking you to mention the self talk which you do frequently. Okay, because that is going to affect your decision, your personality. So these are the four categories. First category is anxiety. So most of the times we are anxious because we don't know what is going to happen, and the anxiety is mainly about the future. So we are anxious about ourselves, we are anxious about our family, we are anxious about our kids, we are anxious about our jobs. So and we are anxious about many world problems sometimes. So these are the things. Or even we can be anxious about very small things. So like for example, if I go to grocery and I made a list of 5 things but I can get only 4 things, I forgot to get the fifth thing, and then that can also make me anxious. So this is what is about the anxiety, and most of the times we might have this anxiety as a core of our self talk. Then the pain. So this might be a physical pain, this might be a pain that we have got from our past experiences. So we somebody has said something to us 10 years ago, but the pain is still there, as fresh as it happened yesterday. So that kind of self talk we have, that okay, that a person did this to me, I can never forget it, and I can never forgive that person, something like that. So this happens because of the pain. So pain and anger, it is also there, and then it also leads to blaming. So some of us do this quite often, that we either blame ourselves or we blame others. So I will say that okay, I couldn't do such and such thing, it's all my mistake, I am at fault. Or then I will blame that okay, why didn't you let me into this Zoom meeting 10 minutes before, I could have done it much better. So I'm blaming the other person. So if you think to yourself, you can find that we are also doing such kind of self talks. Then the rehearsing. So rehearsing is the thing which affect us the more. So if we rehearse positive things, then it creates a positive impact, but normally our inclination is towards the negative rehearsing. So we keep on visiting our past experiences, mainly bad experiences, and then we keep on rehearsing, like we will go to very minute details on that day, the 8th of June, night 10 o'clock, you had a fight with me, and then I was wearing this and you were wearing that, and we were at so and so's house, and then you said these words to me at that time. So we are so keen on repeating those things again and again and again and again. So I told you already that what happens is that it travels from the outer mind to the inner mind. Okay, and then that causes a lot of problem to us. So let's go to the second step. Okay, so the step 2 in the forming the positive self talk is set your goal. So after you categorize your self talk, you understand that what are the feelings that I need to overcome. It might be fear, it might be anxiety, it might be blaming, or it might be lack of self confidence, something like that. So now you have identified what is your fear, what is your self. We could have done this exercise also, but I think we might run out of time. But I still suggest that at least you categorize your self talk and put it in your notebook. We will develop a positive self talk before we end this session, definitely. So now the second step is setting your goal. So set your goal. Now the goal need not be like a life goal, okay? It can be a very small goal, short goal of the day. Okay, so instead of just striving for the life goal, you can just decide that what is the goal of this day. So for example, today I had this presentation. So for myself, my goal for today is giving a good presentation to you. Let's say as an example, you are all very good teachers. So your goal might be, you are suppose teaching a poem to your students. So your goal might be like teaching this poem to my students in a engaging way. So that might be your goal. This goal can be also like a family circumstances goal. So for example, you are meeting so and so person, you have some fear in mind before meeting that person. So you can always say that, okay, my goal is that today's goal is that I will meet this person in a nice way and I won't fear. Okay, I will talk nicely. So this can be, so there can be any such goal. Okay, so now the second thing I would like you to do is that please pick up any small goal you think you would like to achieve. Okay, either for today, rest of the day, or for tomorrow. So please pick up any goal, any small goal, short goal that you would like to achieve. Okay, you can also put it in our chat box, or if you are not comfortable, you can also put it in your notebook which you have with you. So for this I will give you 1 minute to set your goal, a short goal. I hope I'm not running through, you are following me.
Yes, ma'am.
Great, thank you. Yes, Geeta ma'am is saying that we don't forget bad experience, so it gives you pain. Setting small short goals are good. Yes. Today's goal to attend webinar on know yourself. Okay, but there you are not performing much. So maybe the goal can be where you are performing or you are doing something yourself. Of course, you have to actively attend this webinar, so that can be also a goal. Great. Okay, doing physical activities daily in the morning is my goal. Very good. Nice. So I guess most of you are ready with your goals. Follow fitness schedule from Deepika. Kadam sir is saying without hesitating to take English class on standard 10 tomorrow. Very good. Very nice. You all have goals. It is very important to have a goal in the first place. Then it is short or it's a big goal. It doesn't matter. But you have to have a goal. So now we are done with the step 2. Now let's see what is the step 3. So now this step 3 is a very crucial step, okay? And that is called visualization. Some of you might be aware of this process. They might have done it, they might be doing it regularly, but still I will just explain it to you step by step, okay? So now you have set a goal for a particular event or particular thing. Now imagine that you are there at the place where the event is going to happen. So for example, let's say we have this the thing that standard 10 class tomorrow. Okay. So now in this case, imagine that you are in your school. If and in these conditions you are not actually physically into the classroom, but you can imagine that you are in front of your device, maybe laptop, maybe computer, anything that you are using, or even the mobile or tablet. So you are there, and the where the event is going to happen. So you are in front of your computer. Now think and visualize every possible detail. So when I say this, I really mean that you have to think about the minute details. So for example, if I'm giving a lecture to the standard 10 students tomorrow, I'm imagining that I'm sitting in my room where I'm going to deliver them the lecture in front of my device. I'm going to wear a white sari. I'm going to sit in this particular manner, and these are going to be my gestures. So I will use my hands, or I won't use my hands, or I will use some kind of prop. For example, if I'm teaching a poem, then if I have something, some photographs may be related to that, so I'm going to use that. So something like that. So I imagine all kinds of details that those are possible. Think about your role. So what is your role in this situation? So you are a teacher, you are an instructor, you are a facilitator. So then what stance you will take? How will you, what should be your level of confidence? How you will use your voice? Will you use any voice modulation, uh, or you will use any kind of audio or video while teaching? Okay, something like that. That you have to think to yourself, talk to yourself that what is my role here? Visualize you are playing this role. So then the next step is that you have to visualize that the students are there in front of you in your screen, on your screen, and then you are teaching them, you are talking to them. And then you have to also visualize your success. So in this case, what is your success is that the students are understanding what you're talking, they are actively participating, and they are appreciating you. So you have to imagine that already you have delivered the things that you planned, and now the students are appreciating you. So you have to really tell yourself those sentences that, oh, sir, it was such a wonderful session. You have taught us beautifully. The videos that you have shown to us are wonderful. So, something like that. You have to visualize your success. Now, what is the next step? So, after you do all this visualization with minor details, you can understand that how strong you are going to feel. Okay, and then you go to the step 4. So, write your self talk. So, when you are visualizing all these things, then you are talking to yourself, right? When you are visualizing the success, you are visualizing how you are going to talk, what is your role. So all these things you can write in your notebook as it is, right from the first sentence, the beginning, that tomorrow my goal is this, and then how am I going to achieve this goal. It's with the help of the visualization technique. So the writing always helps in reaffirmation, so whatever you are thinking, if you write, so when you are writing you are thinking it twice or thrice, so that is kind of goes into your inner mind, your antarman. So it helps your antarman to understand what are you looking for, and then it will help you in achieving those things. So write in as much detail as possible till visualization is your habit. Once you are habituated to the visualization process, you need not write everything in detail. Then you can just mention few key points. Okay, that will help you. Self talk and visualization, they always go hand in hand. So you have to keep in mind that when you are visualizing, that is one form of self talk. When you are writing the all the things, then that is another part of self talk. So both these parts are equally important. Okay, so now you have set a goal for yourself. I have given you the process of visualization. So I would like you to write a self talk, maybe in 5 to 10 sentences if possible. So we can at least start writing it. And I think I can give you 5 minutes for that, to go through your goal, visualize it, and write your self talk. I know 5 minutes are not enough, but because we have time constraints, so I'm just giving you 5 minutes. So I don't expect you to complete your self talk, but at least begin it. Okay. I will just put this slide in front of you of visualization steps so that it will help you. I guess there is a little bit of background noise. So may I request all of the participants to mute themselves? Thank you. I guess you are writing this self-talk. I'm also going to give you some more tips before we end this session, and how you can make this self-talk as an integral part of your daily schedule. Because if you do it daily, then it will help you a lot. Okay, I guess you have at least started writing the self-talk, most of you. If any one of you has finished and would like to share it with me, please feel free to do so. I will be really happy to listen to what you have written. Okay, so let's move further. I think we 3 minutes are almost over, so I will just move further. So this is something that you should do every morning. Everyone should do. I also do it, and it has helped me immensely. So these are called morning savers, and these morning savers were designed by Harold, and he was Har Elrod was his name, and it's a very interesting story that how he end up finding up these kind of morning savers. So he was a very successful businessman basically, but then during the depression time, he kind of lost all his fortune, and he was very depressed, and he didn't understand what he should do now. So he went to one of his friends and he asked for an advice. So that friend told him that you should start waking up early. Now this Hal, he was not very convinced by this answer, that how it will help by waking up early. So he kind of ignored that advice. But then after a few months, when nothing really changed for him, so he thought that maybe I will give it a shot. Let's try. So he started waking up early. And then he saw the changes that occurred in his life. So then he made these savers and he said that now let me share it with everybody out there. So what are these savers? So if you concentrate on this, so savers is actually SAVERS. So where S stands for silence or meditation, A stands for affirmation. So like affirmative talk to yourself, the positive talk. Visualization. So we just discussed about both these things, affirmation and visualization. Then he mentioned E for exercise that you need to do every morning. Reading. So he said that you need to read something in your mind so that you can think about those things during the day. Whenever you have some free moment, you can just go to that thing which you have read in the morning. And then scribbling or writing, you can say. So whatever you feel like, you can write it in the morning. Now we already discussed about writing the self talk, so you can write your self talk for the day every morning. So all these savers will definitely help you in changing your personality. It will definitely help you in building a positive self image. Okay. So now, before I go towards the end of the session, I would just like to take you back to our this activity. Hmm? So you have mentioned the attributes which you have within the figure and the attributes you want to achieve, the qualities you want to achieve outside the figure. Okay. Can you all go to this figure? I cannot hear you. So you need to type. Yes, morning savers. Yes, wonderful idea. Nishat has gone to back to the figure. Yes. So now, if you all are back to this figure, I request you all to kindly go there. And now I will just tell you what to do. So just please close. First, just observe this figure carefully. Read all the qualities that you want to achieve once more, and then close your eyes. Now, after closing your eyes, imagine that all these qualities which you have written outside your body figure are coming within yourself, and you are embracing all those qualities. So these qualities are maybe like happiness, the oratorship, good teaching techniques, confidence. So anything that you have mentioned there, and everything that you have mentioned there. So it is coming, entering in yourself one by one, and you are getting bigger and bigger. So imagine that you are getting bigger and bigger because you are getting all these qualities which you are looking for. Now you are feeling more confident, you are feeling more powerful, and you are feeling more positive. Now give a smile to yourself, a very big smile to yourself. And now slowly open your eyes. So, did you feel some difference? So, you can do this exercise also every morning or anytime. Whenever you have some free spot, you can do this activity. It will really help you. And you can also teach this activity to the students. So, it will help them also, especially when they are like the teenagers. They really need these kinds of activities to boost their self confidence. Okay, great. So now I'm at the end of the session. And before I take your leave, I would just like to mention that all these things that I shared with you today, the visualization, self talk, I learned it from Bam sir. And he has written many books, a lot of articles like Winning Habits, that is in English. Mana Sajjana, Manupasana, Marga Yashaza, these are in Marathi. Those of you who can read Marathi, I really recommend you to read these Marathi books as well. And all these techniques I learned from him, and he was a very well-known sports psychologist. So Sachin Tendulkar, Rahul Dravid, they Geet Sethi, Aparna Popat, P. Gopichand, all were his students, Anjali Bhagwat. So they all have learned this self-talk and visualization from Bam sir. So now you also got these techniques. So I really request you to all to use these techniques as much as possible, and you will see the difference. Thanks a lot, Renu ma'am, once again for inviting me to this forum and allowing me to share these thoughts with you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am. So, any question? There are no questions.
படிக்கலடி பத்தியம்மா.
Any questions?
I think they all are satisfied. So no questions. No, but if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Or if you want to express something or put a comment or feedback, please do so. No problem at all. I will be very happy to listen. Okay, I can see some nice comments here.
Comments, yeah. Your session was very satisfying. They're
Thank
very
you.
happy.
Good, good. I'm also feeling very, very nice and very happy to share these things with you.
So participate. No question. So now you all know yourself. Now you all know yourself very well. Yeah, I can't say. Either ma'am is saying, yeah, everyone saying yes.
Thank you,
Everyone saying
Nazreen. Thank you, Tanveer. Thank you, Margaret, ma'am. Geeta, ma'am. Kadam, sir. Lorna, ma'am. Okay, everyone is thanking me. So I thank you all for participating in this. And I hope you all continue with this self-talk and visualization, which will really help you in the long run. And to
yeah,
the
actually,
students.
with the series that's going on, we are also benefiting a lot. Like a lot of
Yeah.
things we are trying to find out.
Yes. Yes.
Someone has said we would like to visit Finland.
Yeah, sure, sure. You are more than welcome. We arrange study tours here in Finland. So you all are welcome to visit the schools in Finland and meet the teachers here. So it will help you. It will give you a very nice perspective about the teaching and learning, basically.
So no questions. So ma'am, there are no questions. But the
Great,
session
great.
was really very useful because I had done work on visualization.
Mm-hmm.
And the work that the thing that attracted more was that hollow figure with attributes inside and attributes outside,
Yeah.
and then how you try to get it. So all those things are basic, but we don't try to do it.
Yes,
As
true.
teachers also, we don't try to. We are so in hush and rush
Yeah.
for everything that we don't bother. But with these talks, that small, gradually a sort of realization is coming that we are important. Okay,
Hmm.
class is important, school is important. Okay, but if we are not well, then our students also will not benefit from us.
Correct, correct.
So if we are energetic, these things we take in, we can give it back to the student, and that also with a lot of energy and
Yes,
positivity, and that optimism that will build in, that will
mm.
be transferred, because I feel whatever positivity or whatever we learn automatically gets transmitted to our student through our talks, through our ways, through our behavior. So
Certainly.
thank you, ma'am. You have given your positivity to us. Now we try to transmit to the people around us. And I feel
Very wonderful.
in my journey, all these teachers who are really giving their time to understand themselves will also do. It's like electron and things that are there in our mind, the interconnectedness. So these teachers have
Yes.
already connected, to us. And I'm connected to them. And I'm so happy working, something, bringing in something for them, so that we as a community uh, benefit it.
Yes, definitely, definitely. And I'm always available for such kind of sessions. So you can invite me for anything related to this. And also, like I talk about creativity as a life skill. So I think it's also a very good topic, not only for teachers, but anybody.
Yeah,
So
I was thinking
we
about
can also
the
explore
Finnish
that.
type of education that you were talking about. So one talk we'll have on Finnish
Yeah,
type of
sure, sure,
education,
definitely,
in
definitely.
where you can incorporate, creativity, because they stress a lot on student learned education.
Yes, yes,
It's very open to them. So yes,
yes.
one talk definitely I'll have that. That's there in my mind. We should also know what exactly is done in Finland. They always say Finland education is something that we should imbibe.
Yes.
So you will give you can give us a very comprehensive idea about it, and we'll try to not 100%, but at least 25% we can take in, and this will help our students. We will
Yes.
start at a bit. We will start
Definitely.
at a bit. We'll few teachers can start at a bit, but I know that with that bit, the entire ocean can be filled.
Yeah, certainly, certainly. I think Deepika ma'am has raised her hand.
Ma'am, I'm very happy to share my views about CC Finland's activities. I'm the part and parcel of that CC Finland from 2016, and it's really very helpful to take such kind of activities in the classroom. And really, we can develop our creativity, though it's inborn, but we can develop. And there are so many strategies were given to Shirin ma'am, so it's really helpful if we use that. And I'm very thankful to Shirin ma'am that for giving that is our uh, uh, looking inside. Thank you, ma'am.
Introspection.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Once again, thank you, participants, and thank you everyone for making this possible. This series was in the back of my mind for a long time. Shireen ma'am is very well versed with Finnish education, but she has brought on altogether a different topic over here. So I'm very thankful to Shireen ma'am, and a very, very deep thank to Deepika ma'am and all the participants who are here. So thank you, ma'am. We end
Thank
the session.
you.
And thank you, participants.
Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.